What's up, guys? Back at me is here with Sabrina Teenage Witch Season 1, Episode 22, The Great Mistake. Okay, so this episode starts off with them holding Salem the cat, and they're like, hey, go talk to your, be nice to your parole officer. So they, because, you know, he's a cat. So they go into the, and he's like, hey, Salem the cat. He's like, hey, parole officer. So, yeah, so after, Sabrina's in class where Mr. Pool's like, hey, you didn't do good on your cell project. You didn't do good on your cell project, and you can redo it. But she's like, hey, I want to go to the Smashing Pumpkins concert. But they're like, but Hilda and Zelda are like, no, you can't go because you used like a device and you can't use that. So yeah. So Sabrina decides to go anyway. She uses the magic vacuum that she got from episode 15. Very good continuity, episode 15. But she gets pulled over by vacuum police, and because she's full of guilt of blowing that, she gets turned small, and the only way she can turn big is if she feels better about herself. So Zelda and Hilda tell her about the mistakes they've made, about Salem the cat, who's back in his black, cat form. I don't know, yeah. Tells them about how he wanted to take over the world, world conquest. Hilda was a part of his squad until he got arrested and turned into a cat. And Hilda's punishment was, not being able to feel worms, which is still gross. And yeah, so they tell them their backstory about, we get through their backstory about how they were kids, yeah, I think it's funny that she has like a list, that Zelda has a list of everything that Hilda's taken from her, and yeah, even as they were kids, she took something from her and still hasn't returned it. All those. So we get their backstories through the Old West, how people didn't like their singing, how Hilda married Drell, but he didn't show up, but he didn't show up to her wedding. So yeah, and how Sabrina came into their lives, about how they had to get rid of all their manservants because Sabrina came into their lives, and Sabrina's like, blames herself saying that you had to get rid of your manservants because of her, and because she came to live with them, and she's like, her living with them was the best day of their lives, and that just makes Sabrina grow back to normal, and they all hug. And yeah, so pretty good episode, I think. And yeah, also Zelda was going to marry this guy, this like jester or singer, but he broke it off with her for 3 days later. Wow. And yeah. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I know I'm going to cut 4 minutes, but like, comment, subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Sabrina, Teenage Witch.